All right, people, good late morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Still struggling a little bit with my tongue, so sorry if you guys are struggling to understand me, but we got more receivers to talk about, and now we are on to guys that I'm classifying as later second round guys. These are guys that are currently projected to go somewhere around the later portion, the last half, I guess I should say, of the second round. So could be some compelling guys here for the Seahawks. First up is going to be Chris Bell of Louisville, 22. Bigger guy, 222 pounds. Very hefty for a wide receiver, especially today. 6'2", slightly below average arm length, but not bad. 31 and three quarters. Big boards, mostly second round. CBS actually has him in the fourth. They're not big fans. Aggregate has him in about the middle second or so. 2025, 917 yards, 72 catches, so decent production. The year before that, he was a lot more efficient, but not as much volume. 43 catches, 737 yards. So the thing with Chris Bell is that he's got tremendous size, not necessarily height, but in terms of the size of him in general, he's very big. And he's got decent speed as well. He's faster than you would expect a guy of his size. He did not do anything at the combine because he just tore his ACL, which is part of the problem, by the way, but he does have decent speed. He's got contact balance, so you can hit him and he'll stay up and keep going and keep getting yards. He's capable of playing physically. He knows how to use his size pretty well. And for a guy as big as he is, he's actually kind of elusive in space. So I think he's going to be a good yak player. I think he's got a pretty good route tree. Some of these guys coming out of college don't have good route trees, but Chris Bell does. He's got a pretty decent release package at the line as well. He's somebody who knows how to beat press fairly well. He's got some good hands, and he should be able to play all over the field, outside, inside, the X, the Z. Should be able to be productive wherever. The issue is the ACL tear to me, and he was already a guy who wasn't a phenomenal athlete. Now he's torn his ACL, so he's probably going to miss a chunk of his rookie year. And even if he doesn't, it's going to stunt his growth. And he was already working from a limited list of athletic traits. He doesn't separate from coverage that well. He's not necessarily somebody who is going to build a lot of separation because he isn't that fast. His route running technique is something that he does need to improve. Even though the route tree is good, I think he needs to learn how to throttle a little bit better. Even though he has good hands, there are some focus drops on tape. He needs to improve his focus, I think. And yeah, he's not a great athlete. He more depends on his size and his physicality, and there's certainly a place for that, but I'm worried about the ACL thing. So honestly, if not for the injury, I would look at him in much the same way that I do Denzel Boston. But with that ACL tear, I gotta drag him down significantly here. So late second at best, and I'm worried. I don't really know what this is going to end up being. So late second at best for me. I'd probably go early second, if not for the ACL tear, though. I do like some of the stuff here, but I have to proceed with caution. Chris Brazzell of Tennessee. This one's interesting. 22, big dude, 6'4", only 198, so he's kind of lean. He's got nice long arms, and he runs a really fast 40, a 4.37 with a 1.52 split. So he's got speed to burn, and he's got the height. Tennessee seems to churn these guys out every now and then, and they always fascinate me. Eventually, one of them will hit. I know it hasn't exactly been the best time in the world to be a Tennessee receiver with great burner speed, but eventually one of them will hit. And most of the big boards have him in the second. Draft Network has him in the third, so does PFF. Aggregate has him in the second. Coming off a breakout year in 2025, 1,000 yards on 61 catches, 9 touchdowns. Big time downfield threat. And he's going to be a big play guy in the NFL. And whether that means making big plays or striking fear into opposing defenses with the threat of big plays, who knows? but he'll be one of the two. It's really hard to cover him, especially at the catch point because he's so tall. He does have some pretty good route running ability. He's not just a pure straight line guy. He can run routes to utilize his speed to really drive the defenders off and then breaking off the route. He's also good at handling press at the line, and he's really competitive at the catch point. Very aggressive when he gets to the point where the ball is in the air. And he's got a big catch radius. You throw him an off-target ball, he's going to go get it. So there's plenty to like with Chris Brazzell, and I am intrigued. He's not really a yak guy. He's not going to bust big plays on short catches. So I get that. The Tennessee offense tends to make life very easy on wide receivers, so you got to be careful. Sometimes you can be deceived by that Tennessee offense. You can bully him a little bit because he is lean. Physicality takes him out of his game. And he does have long legs, so sometimes the routes feel telegraphed. But I really like this guy. I see some upside here. I see where this guy could become an elite playmaker and maybe could even be like a replacement for Shaheed that provides some of the downfield threat and some of the speed for a lot less money. Even if he just ends up being a guy who can run off coverages, that's valuable. And I think he could be a big-time playmaker. I would not mind him in the early second. I'm high on this guy. He's got the kind of profile that I dig. I admit that there are warning signs, mostly the fact that he's a Tennessee guy, but I like the profile. One last guy for this video, the last second-round guy for me right now, Elijah Sarratt of Indiana, the Hoosiers. So national champion, another Indiana receiver, 23. Bigger guy, 210 pounds, 6'2.5". 31.25-inch arms, not great. Big hands, though. And the big boards, we got some seconds, we got some thirds, we got a fourth from Walter. Aggregate has him in the late second, which seems about right to me, at least in terms of my expectation. Really good 2025 in terms of being like a possession receiver and red zone guy. Year before that, he was a much bigger big play threat. So, hey, he shows you both sides of it, I guess. 23 touchdowns on what 100 and what is this 117 catches. So big time red zone guy. Really good PFF scores, pretty efficient. So positives with Sarratt, plays with physicality that you would expect from a bigger wideout. He is physical. He knows how to use his size. He runs good routes, knows how to deceive his opponent by throttling and pacing himself. He can use his power to generate extra yards with the ball in his hand, so he is a little bit of a yak threat. He wins at the catch point in tight coverage. He's a contested catch guy, pretty dang good at it, and he's very good at spatial awareness. So sideline catches, that's his bag. But at the end of the day, the downfield speed is not going to look that good at the NFL level. He's not a downfield speed guy. He's not a great athlete. Press coverage gives him more trouble than it should, given the fact that he's a bigger guy, and that could be an issue. And it may even end up with him playing in the slot because even though he's a bigger guy, if you can't beat press and you've got the short arms, sometimes you end up in the slot. So this one's tough. He definitely has value. He definitely has a place in this league. I'm not convinced that he'll be a good starter. So I'll wait until the third round. I'm just a little bit cold here because, quite frankly, I think there are some issues with him playing outside. All right, see you guys later. Go Hawks.